Hello, bacho. Hello, students. How are you? A very, very good morning, everyone who is watching at YouTube and our on application at provided by ICAI, respected ICAI. Very, very good morning, Annie Khan. Everyone, show your presence fast. Today we are starting one of the most important and the accounts world most important chapter. I would like to say one of the best chapter. So before starting the chapter, I want everyone must show their presence and also show your Josh beta. Good morning, Annie Khan. Good morning, Hitesh, Siddharth, Ben Reddy, Meghna, Janesh, Gomethi Krishnan, Sriram, Hiram, Bandit, Rahul. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Entered into classroom with morning fresh mind to attend Ajarati sir class. Very, very good. Beta, rest of the student must also show their presence. Very, very good morning. Josh is at peak, sir. Yes, very good. That must be. Because this is the chapter which will definitely be with you all in during the practical life. Nowadays, also, I am applying this chapter in a group company, public group company. Okay. So I want everyone must be now ready with full Josh with this one of the most important and practical chapter. And the chapter name is, as you already know, chapter name is Consolidated Financial Statements. I'm showing you here PDF of our study material. In our study material, this is chapter number 10. Chapter number 10. Please, before starting chapter, I want to communicate with you two things regarding the notes, regarding the chapter sequence. Good morning, Nagarjun. Everyone who are at YouTube, they can show their presence by giving likes. Anyways, and also by sharing. Beta see, this is chapter number 10 in our respected ICI study material, but in my personal book, this is chapter number 6. Why I am telling you this thing? Because I have uploaded this chapter for you, beta, at the PDF section provided by ICI. So you can download this PDF from there. Okay, beta? This is the chapter number 6 in my personal book, for which PDF I have already given to you. Also, one more thing is there. Those who are present at ICAI application, they can also enjoy the today's lecture PDF. I have already uploaded the writing notes at PDF section. So those who are watching and also downloading the PDF from there, they can save their time. Instead of writing here, they can take the printouts and they can enjoy the lecture with full concentration, because this is the most consultative chapter at which you are to give your 100% attention at least today, because this is the starting lecture. So let's start, beta. The chapter name is consolidated financial statement. But before starting, I want a message from you all that we all are ready. Tell me fast, everyone. You all are ready. Mandatory, especially you, and don't eat dosa during the class. Okay, mandatory. Last time you said that, yes, sir. I enjoyed the dosa. Anyways, if there is any Hindi student, then they can also tell me so that I can also give them clarification simultaneously in Hindi also, so that they can also be get full assurance, full clearance. Although that will be totally communicating in English, but simultaneously, if there is any Hindi student, then I can also give them depth, at least at the point when we are discussing the concept. Ready. Ben ready. You are also ready. Yeah, Josh is fully high. Very good. YouTube student, you can show your Josh by giving likes and sharing. Yeah. Okay, let's start. Beta, this is a chapter consolidated financial statement. First, we understand what what is the sequence of this chapter to do. Okay, beta. Listen to me very carefully. This chapter was shifted from the final, shifted, or you can say, this chapter is uh, this chapter was in final when while I was in study mode during the student life. Okay, beta. And this chapter, if came into enter, that means this chapter has more weightage of importance in the practical life also. That's why, respected ICI, want you all to get perfect in this chapter. So, beta, listen to me very carefully. Consolidated financial statement. First, we must understand how this chapter should be done. In today's lecture, why I have uploaded already the PDF of this noting, so that you must be concentrated on understanding this chapter. Okay, beta. Those who are reading this chapter, studying this chapter first time, don't worry. I will go with the depth. Anyways, consolidated financial statement. There are 3 steps in this chapter. First step is basic fundamental. What is the basic fundamental of this chapter? Why we are doing this chapter? Okay, beta. After that, I will explain you. After that, I will explain you all the things. After basic fundamentals, I will explain you all the things along with examples. Okay, beta. Next, after exemplifying the concept, I will move to the respected ICAI study material, and that is very important, along with the past year examination question. This is the way we shall complete our chapter. Okay, beta. Since I have 5 lectures, so I will save my time. Instead of writing, I will always try to upload a PDF notes in advance, so that we can save the time instead of writing, more focused on the understanding and practicing. Okay, beta. So let's start. What is the meaning of this chapter? First, basic fundamental. We must understand the consolidated financial statement. But we, over the time, over the duration of CA course, we listen this word at different stages. First, you must be clear what do you mean by consolidation. Beta, consolidation means in Hindi we shall say jodna. In English we can say overall, total, overall, total. Okay, beta, this word is usually practically applied. Yes, very good. Combining, very good. Combining, that is the more simplified word. Yes, I would like to write here. Combining. Okay, beta, this word is used over the chapters, but what we have to do in this chapter, I will also let you know. So first, understand the word is being used by different chapter. As you know, in case of amalgamation of company, the financial statements in the hands of in the books of purchaser company, or you can say transferee company, the financial statements are merged together because the companies were merged. Sometimes this word is also used there, as you have already done this chapter, so you also understand this thing. Sorry. In case of branch, also, yes, bringing together, yes. In case of branch also, while you will be practicing, or you have already practiced in case of head office, dependent, independent, whatever the things are there. In case of independent, you have learned the consolidated financial statement word. You have also listened there, consolidated word financial for financial statement. Okay, beta. Another type of consolidations are also there. Okay, beta. Now we are talking about in this chapter is for fifth point. Okay, accounting for holding companies consolidated financial statement. Holding companies, what does it mean? See, while you will see this PDF in my chapter, then you will be able to understand the things in one show. Beta, see, who is she? She is the controller. Who is she? Controller. And we would like to say this is called holding company. When one company control another company, and this is horse is here as like subsidiary company. This is what? This is the company on which control is being done by another company. Subsidiary company. This is called subsidiary company. And this this rope due to with the help of which the control is being done. This is called control. In the practical life, horse rider. Don't say ghost rider. It is a horse rider. Beta, in the practical life, when one company takes control on another company, then the company which is controlling to other, which is able to control the other company, that company is called holding company. This is called holding company. And subsidiary company of which control has been taken by another company, then it is called subsidiary company. Okay, beta. So we have to understand the definition provided by our Companies Act of on which on the same definition is to be provided in the our accounting chapter. Okay, beta. The same definition is being provided in our ICA study material in this chapter. Now, listen to me very carefully, because these things will decide how much this chapter is being controlled by you. So you will be the holding of this chapter only when you will understand who is called to whom we can say that is holding company, to whom we can say that is subsidiary company, and how the control is taken. Okay, beta. So here we have to understand first one, now then two, and then three. Okay, beta. Like Tata Sons. Yes, very good. I'll also give you the practical example, but due to short limitation, I will no go into the depth. I will directly move to the chapter so that we can be able to attend all the questions. Okay, beta. I want to do practice of all the question of ICI study material. Okay, beta, and also pass examination. So I will go with the depth only to the extent you are most required. Okay. So first understand the definition of holding company. Beta, one more thing I would like to tell you, beta, in this chapter, there are very simple problems. Okay, beta. Here, since the chapter was brought from the final to the inter, so here some of the problems were excluded. Acquisition of interest at different date, different reporting dates, disposal of subsidiary and foreign subsidiary. So, beta ji, although the chapter is very wide, but of that, some of the content has been excluded, and the basic concept to that extent, the chapter has been covered here. Okay, beta. So, what has been excluded is here. So, if someone is also doing graduation course or post graduation course and or other any other course, and he is comparing the chapter, then he must first understand what our ICA study material covering. Anyways, now let's start first the chapter definition. Let's start first the chapter definition. Holding company. Please read it First, you're at home. I'm taking the look at. I'm looking at the chat box now. So please simultaneously, you please first read this. In classroom, we are holding of this chapter, but in exam question from this chapter act as holding of us. वाह श्री राम, श्री राम आपकी बात ही अलग है. Very good, Hitesh. Holding company is company who has relation to one or more company. Beta, this is not a complete sentence. Okay, beta. Hitesh, you although you tried good, but this is not complete sentence, beta. See, relation must be in the way of holding, beta, in the way of controlling. Okay, beta. Hitesh, that only then the sentence will be completed. Good morning, Aditi. You are late. Okay. Still, don't worry. You can start from here. Nothing was left. So, see, beta. Again saying the same thing. The company here, one company here holds another. That means holding company. Okay, let's give a reading to the sentence to the section 2 subsection 46. Holding company in relation to one or more other company means a company of which such company are subsidiary. Okay, the main thing is that which has one or more subsidiary companies and enjoy the control over them. Okay, beta. See, and so we are here to understand the subsidy as per section 2 subsection 87. Subsidiary company as the company in which the holding company controls the composition of board of directors or exercise or control more than one half of total shares. It means one company will be called holding if it controls another. How that is controlled, that matters. Number one, the control is being taken by any of two, any of two way. Number one, if you have more than 50% voting power, more than 50% shares, because in any company, usually the decisions are made in general meeting by the vote where the majority goes. Majority means more than 50%. Okay, beta. If you are holding more than 50% shares with voting power in another company's share capital, that means you are the holding company for that company, and that means that is your subsidiary. Okay, beta. Another thing is also there. See, another thing is also there. He has one company has control over the composition of board of director. Okay, beta. See, all the conditions are with word or means either this or that. Any of condition is satisfied. See, I have also given the things to you in your class copy. Section 2 subsection 87. A company becomes subsidiary if another company holds another company controls the composition of board of director. You know how another company works. Another company, not only another company, each and every company works in practical life by board of directors, and the work of doing is being controlled by another company. It means the control is with another. And how the board of director works, of course, the board of directors are there, and if any company is having the power to control the composition of board of director of other company, that means that company is also holding the control there. Okay, beta. Next, that another company holds more than half of the total share capital with voting power. If voting power is not there, then it is not possible. Also, one more thing is there. See, I want to communicate with you all another condition that is also in our practical life. What does it mean? Beta, see, there is our grandfather, you know, grandfather, and and he is having three sons. Son number one, son number to son number 3. Okay. Now tell me, the son is being controlled by or not his father? Yes, of course. This is our father or uncle. Father and uncles are being controlled by our grandfather or not? Yes, of course. And beta, those are also having their two child, maybe maybe daughter, maybe male or female. Anyways, uh, child number 1, child number 2, and so on. In the same way, there is also with other. So, beta, now tell me, will he able to control this child or not? Yes, indirectly. He will instruct to him, and he will instruct to this child. It means we are also under control directly or indirectly. Okay, beta, directly or indirectly by other company. Okay, beta. See, in the same way that another company subsidiary of any other company, which is subsidiary of another company. Okay, beta. It means child number 1 is subsidiary of father, and father is subsidiary of grandfather. In the same way, the child number 1, that means this company is all, it will also be called this company. I am making smiley here. This company is also the subsidiary of this company. Okay, beta. So subsidiary means, yes, indirectly control. Very good. Subsidiary means also the third point, which says that that one company will be subsidiary of another if another company is also the subsidiary of another company. Okay, beta. So let's take an example of some. Let's take some example of the subsidy. First, we have to understand whether a company is subsidy or no. See, in practical life, you go to audit or for working as an employee and board of directors and the other shareholders are asking you, now tell us that company is subsidy or no. If subsidy, then how to do accounting? So first step is to decide whether another company is subsidy or no. See, S Limited purchased 51,000 equity shares of S Limited. You are the accountant or chartered accountant of S Limited. Now, S Limited shareholders are asking you, tell us, are we holding company for S Limited or not? Are we holding control there or not? So first you will see what is the share capital of S Limited, that S Limited. So you will look at the share capital and you find out that there are 1 lakh equity shares in the share capital. In the balance sheet of balance sheet, there is a share capital head in the S Limited, and you see there are 1 lakh equity shares total. Now you look in your own balance sheet, H Limited, and you see there are investment in the balance sheet, and you see in the balance sheet, while there is an investment in the head of investment in the balance sheet, you are finding that there are investment in S Limited by 51,000 equity shares. Now you will start calculation. Beta, please start calculation. Okay. Now start calculator. Check. 51,000 are there. 51,000 equity shares are there. Now multiply with 100 divided by 1 lakh. So you will see there is a 51% equity shares being held by H Limited. it means H Limited is holding and H Limited is subsidiary, because more than 50% voting power equity shares are with H Limited. Okay, beta. Now take another example. X Limited has the power to appoint the board of director in the Y Limited. Now tell me whether these are holding subsidiary or no. Of course, beta, I am waiting for your answer. Tell me how we can say That is subsidiary. Waiting for your answer. Show your show your presence fast. Bandit D, Siddharth, Hitesh, Namrata, Aditi, Sriram, and all the rest of the students. Tell me fast whether it is subsidiary or not. Don't see solution in PDF. The PDF has been provided by class. PDF has been provided you only just to save your time for noting. But answer in the same way at you are not having the notes, the class notes. Okay. Tell me fast. That is subsidiary or not? Still, I could not get any answer. Yes, sir. Indirectly, acha, okay. X holding and Y subsidiary. Namrata, yes. Yes, very good. Of course, yes. Why? Under which clause? Because that another company for Y, X is another company. X company holds more than half of the vote. No, sorry. That another company under point A controls X hold control the composition of board of director of Y. Okay, beta, that's the reason. Anyways, very good, Meghna. The answer given by Meghna is best answer along with the reason. Yes, X Limited is holding of Y Limited as they have control over the composition of board of director. Very, very good. Please don't see answer on the screen. Now see, A Limited holds control over B Limited. It means B is subsidiary of A Limited, whereas B hold control over C Limited. Means A control to B and B control to C. It means B is subsidiary of A, okay. C is subsidiary of A, so B, yes. Is there any relation between C and A? Is C subsidiary of A or not? Tell me fast, beta. Everyone, please answer first. Please answer fast. Waiting for your answer. The first step is to decide whether any company is subsidiary or holding relationship or not. Messages are not being delivered at real time, I think. The board of director of Y Limited. Yes, indirectly A is holding control on C. Yes, very, very good. The board of director of Y Limited are being appointed by. Okay, you have answered the last question. Okay, beta. Yes, you are right also, beta. Anyways, yes, definitely. Because C is indirectly being controlled by A company. Okay, beta. So we can say C is also the subsidiary of A. Now, as per AS 21, preparation and present. Now, beta, see, whatever we are doing here in this chapter is according to Accounting Standard 21. Accounting Standard 21. Beta, as you know, in case of ROR, income tax, resident and ordinary resident, he has to report all over income in India because he is resident and ordinary resident. In the same way, you have find the same thing in the branch chapter also. In case of independent branch, you have also reported the hypothetical financial statement in the books of HO, where you have already covered the consolidated financial statement there. Those were hypothetical financial statement where those things were the branch accounts were merged with holding company. In the same way, now today, in case of holding company has to report overall financial worth as per control, whatever the holding company has. If holding company is having the control over the another company, it means the investment done by holding company is also having different worth. Okay, so holding company has to prepare. Yes, very good, beta. Holding company has to prepare, in addition to individual financial statement, consolidated financial statements also. Okay, beta. So holding company has to prepare one more thing in addition to individual financial statement. What they have to prepare? They have to prepare consolidated financial statement, for which we are here in this chapter. Okay, beta. For that, accounting is guided by accounting standard 21. See, please read the word carefully. Preparation and presentation of hypothetical financial statement. Okay, beta. By whom? In which case? In which case? When ownership of other company directly or indirectly with more than 50% voting power treated as control. In that case, yes, I have given the right symbol here. It means that has to prepare. While in case of another conditions, when one company has the power to compose the board of director of another company, in that case, that becomes holding. But do the holding company has to prepare and present financial statement in consolidation after consolidation or not? Beta, there are two things which is clearly guided by AS 21. If the objective is to obtain the economic benefit from its activity, how? Suppose H company is there, that is holding company, and S company is there, that is subsidiary company. If H company has the power to compose board of director of another company, but the objective to have this control is to achieve some economic benefits, only then this holding company needs to prepare consolidated financial statement. I know this is like some theory, but before starting the things, we must be clear on this. Okay, beta, don't worry, we are moving to numerical. I know in the accounts chapter we have to be more focused on numericals, no doubt. But we must be clear each and every concept, and in the short duration, we can do this thing by showing you the slide. See, in otherwise case, when there is a control over the composition of board of director of other company, but the purpose is not to achieve the economic benefit, then AS20 says no. In that case, you need not to be applied. You need not to prepare consolidated financial statement. Now, moving further. Okay. So, beta, see, now I am showing you an example. Okay, skip this practical life example. Now I am moving directly to example number 1. Please see only the part which I am showing you on the screen. Beta, see. Example number 1. Are you ready? Tell me fast. Are you ready for numericals? Now we are moving to numericals. Don't worry. The boring part has been over. Tell me fast. Are you ready, beta? The purpose of this chapter is consolidation. First, we have to understand what does it mean by this example. Okay, beta? Waiting. Show me your Josh. Rahul, Janesha, Gometi, Hitesh, Ben Reddy, Namrata, Annie, Aditi, Siddharth, Smitha, and all rest of the students. Tell me fast. Show me your Josh. Ready? Yeah, this is the thing I want. All the time you must be in the Josh. Okay, beta? See, beta, see. Here is balance sheet. Although I know in case of company there is a vertical format, but before moving to the vertical format, I want to show you the concept, how the concept must be moved in your mind. Just for this example, I have taken horizontal balance sheet. Okay, beta. See, in the case of company, you know, share capital, liabilities, these are the funds. Very good. Yes, sir. Very good. These are the funds which the company has generated. Holding company representing here by H Limited. In the asset side, the company H Limited is having an investment in addition to other assets. The investment is 2,50,000. 2,50,000. That investment has been done in the share capital of other company, and that other company is S Limited. First, we have to check how much is percentage H Limited is holding in the share capital of subsidiary company. How we can say that is subsidiary or no? First, we have to check the number of shares. If nothing is given, then always we assume the shares are of 10 rupees. It means 25,000 equity shares are there. That means 25,000 equity shares are there. So first we calculate the percentage. Are we holding all the shares? Yes, 100%. More than 50% we require. It means S Limited is subsidiary of holding company. Beta, S Limited also prepared its own individual financial statement. Okay, share capital is there, fixed assets there, current assets there, liability is there. Okay, now see, what does it mean? Why our investment is representing the owners of another company? 2,50,000 we have invested. Do we do our investment having more value or less value? See, in the case of H Limited, we have to represent consolidated financial statement. It means if we see what the H Limited has control, beta see, the consolidation here is being done to represent the overall controlled worth of H Limited. Now tell me fast, beta. Do H Limited also have that? Do H Limited also have control over the fixed assets of S Limited or not? Tell me fast. Waiting for your reply, beta. Do H Limited have control over the fixed assets of S Limited or not? Suppose there is a car in the fixed assets. Let's suppose there is a car in the fixed assets. Do S Limited has right to tell that move the handle here? Of course, if S Limited is having control, it means S Limited can direct to the company S Limited that don't start operation, close the operation, move the operation from there to other place. Completely control is with H Limited. Now in this chapter, we are understanding the way to show the overall controlled worth of H Limited. The consolidation is being to show the control, not the ownership. Not the ownership. Most of the students get confused when they move your mind with the ownership. Beta, we are not here to show the ownership. We are here to show overall controlled worth of H Limited. In the financial market, what H Limited is having overall controlled worth. Yes. Now, beta, I hope you have understood yet now. Now, I am showing you how we can show the consolidated financial statement of H Limited with the controlled manner. It means all the assets of both the companies will be added. Yes, because 100% assets are under the control of H Limited. So everyone do please do start calculation. Okay. Now what the assets of H Limited are, fixed assets of H Limited are, fixed assets are of 10 lakh. Now please add fixed assets of H Limited. S Limited. Those are how much? Those are 3 lakh. 3 lakh. H Limited is having control not only on its own 10 lakh but also on 3 lakh of fixed asset. It means overall financial assets of fixed assets of H Limited under control are, those will be funded by totaling there. 10 lakh and 3 lakh becomes how much? 13 lakh. Next one. Please ignore this 2,50,000 just for now. Wait a minute. Okay. Now see. How much is current assets? Those are being controlled by H Limited. Those are 2 lakh plus 1 lakh. How much it is? 3 lakh. See, all the assets have been added. Next one. Next one. Equity share capital are same. Liabilities of both the companies have been clubbed together. Now see, if we write on the assets and liability side both, if we write on the assets and liability side of both the side of H Limited in the control, like his investment, why we ignore this investments, and in this side share capital of 2,50,000, 2,50,000, then those are cancelled, those are cancelled, because the things are here to show what the all over controlled financial worth of H Limited. H Limited is having at its own financial statement control, but also having some part of, or you can say 100% in this case, control over the S Limited. Tell me fast first, till this okay or not? I want to move step by step because this is the toughest chapter, as we always use these words during our student life, that the accounts were heavy chapter are only two: amalgamation and holding subsidiary. But I don't think so, and I want you must also think so, only if I could be able to practice with you all in the easy manner. So I want clarity with you all at each and every step. Example number one, okay, understood or not? When did he said understood? Okay, all the students are saying all okay. Okay, full okay. Now, as you already know, in case of company, the balance sheet format is not horizontal. I showed here only just to make you understand the basic concept. Now I am moving with another example. But before moving further, what I want to tell you, the cancellation here which we done here was is to be shown here in this way. Beta see, there must be a working note which will show you whether we have invested, that investment is on higher side or lower side. We invested in the net assets of S Limited. Yes. How much investment we did here? 2,50,000. And what the net assets we acquired there, on which we have control? See, in this way you have to present in exam this working note, that we have control over this by way of share capital. We can find, because the assets minus liability is equal to same. Assets minus liability is equal to same. Okay, beta. By way of equity share capital, by way of shareholders funds. Okay, beta. There are two ways to find out the asset side or liability side. So in exam, we will consider the another way to show, that is this one. We can do calculation in any of the way, either by 1 or by 2. I am showing you here both the things. What the net assets we acquired, we usually do net assets in this way, assets minus liability. Okay, this is also way to find out. But there is another way, that is liability side, which you have already covered in the pulling the interest method, and net assets method in the amalgamation chapter. Very good. So beta, in this way we shall find out the difference, whether we have invested extra, that is called goodwill, or we have invested less but having control on more net asset, that is called capital reserve. Okay beta. So take another example. Example number 2. This is the way you will get the question in exam. The horizontal balance sheet was in example 1, just to make you understand the basic part. In exam, you will find the question in the form of vertical balance sheet, schedule as per schedule 3rd. See, but in example number 2, you can see first we have our equities and liability side. Here we are seeing H Limited and S Limited, both the companies are there. Share capital are in both the company, there is share capital. reserve and surplus also. Now, application money pending, no. Usually, you will not find this amount in any question. Non-current liabilities are also there, and current liabilities are also there. These are what? These are liability. Now, on the asset side, you will see there is non-current assets and current assets. So total assets are 4 lakh. If I ask you, beta, please find out net assets, then can you please find out? Please do calculation at least. I am still waiting for your answer. What is the net assets? What is the net assets? What is the net assets of S Limited? I am asking you about the net assets of S Limited. What is the net assets of S Limited? Neha is saying 4 lakh. Aditi is saying 2 lakh 50,000. Bandit is also saying 2 lakh 50,000. Beta, please Neha check. I am also waiting for answer by other student. Tell me fast, everyone. What is net assets of S Limited? Yes, very good. Rahul has given the sorry. Let us assets minus liability, or another way is there. The share capital plus reserve and surplus. These are our net assets. Okay. Yes, very good, beta. Everyone is now answering perfect. Beta Akash, please check 4 lakh. 4 lakh is not the answer, beta. How net assets will be calculated? In any of following way. One is liability side, net assets. How we can calculate? One is liability side, another is asset side. Assets side. If we do it by asset side, then assets taken over minus liabilities taken over, then it can be said net assets taken over. But the things must be only taken over. Okay, yes, sir, I corrected now. Very good, beta. Another way is from liability side, share capital plus reserves and surplus. And one more thing, I would like to revise you. The market value is there, that must be here, and here also we have to adjust the changes in market value as compared to book value. Anyways, but in this chapter, we are to follow in exam. This is the way, liability side. So here we will do total of these things, share capital and reserve and surplus. In that case, we will say that S Limited has invested in the net assets of S Limited, and if 100% net assets is under control of S Limited, that means S Limited has paid 3,10,000 to control 2,50,000 net assets. Now tell me fast, everyone, please tell me fast. If if S Limited is paying 3,10,000 to control 100% net assets, then H Limited is on the is paying higher side or lower side? it means it means there is goodwill or capital reserve. Tell me first, if S Limited paid PC, in case of amalgamation, what do you do? Paid PC minus net assets acquired. You did this way. Okay. If PC paid is 3,10,000 and net assets acquired is 2,50,000, what were the things you have done in amalgamation? There is something extra. So 60,000 is there, that will be called as goodwill. Okay, you have done this in in amalgamation chapter. In the same way, now we are doing here. But see, that was done by you in the case of consolidation. While you were consolidating the financial statement of transferor company in the books of transferee company. In the same way, now here, although we are not the transferor transferee, but for consolidation purpose, you are hypothetically transferring the vendor S Limited financial statements to the with the holding company H Limited financial statement. Okay, beta. So here the PC paid is here like in the way of investment we done to control, and how much net assets we acquired. Don't say acquired, say net assets control, under control. And what is the cost of controlling this? This is called cost of control. While we will say cost of control, that means we have this cost. Exactly, this is the cost to control other company. Other company was having 2,50,000 worth, but we paid 3,10,000. Why we paid? There is extra payment to get the cost to control that company. It means our cost of control is 60,000. Beta, we have to calculate this also. Now, how the financial statements will be consolidated? Now we are starting these things. But before starting further, I have put in my pen and waiting for your answer. That till this okay or not? This is the way to do this chapter, because this chapter is having many concepts. But before moving to the many concepts, we have to make us clear on the basic part at least. So waiting for your answer, beta. Till this okay or not? YouTube student can also show your presence by giving likes and share. So waiting for your answer, beta. YouTube student also can show. Okay, beta. Ekdam clear. Just like cost of control of FM. Yes, beta ji, you are right. Because parent share is less than the cost of acquisition. Beta, parents investment is more as compared to its worth. Okay, beta. Neha. So that's the reason that there is goodwill. Okay, okay. So everyone is clear this. Okay. Now, how the consolidation will take place? See, beta, AS21 clearly says line by line must be added. Line by line. It means while we will be consolidating, see, I am showing you some circle. Please don't write now. Okay. Only just see what I am doing here. So, beta, line by line means while we will prepare a consolidated financial statement, I am starting from the asset side. I will do the consolidation of these things. Property, plant, and equipment of assets will be clubbed with the property, plant, and equipment of S Limited. Okay. Yes, but I am repeating. Don't worry. Before moving to further, I am repeating the goodwill calculation part. Beta, see what we did in the earlier example. We compared both of these things. This with this. Okay, beta, net assets, and we found 2,50,000 was paid to achieve 2,50,000. So there was no extra cost. So we compared there that there was no extra cost. We can compare in both of the way, asset side or liability side, but we have to follow the liability side. Okay beta. So here we are finding that we have again invested in this company. In this case, we found here the vertical balance sheet, and holding company invested 3,10,000 to achieve what? The net assets of other company, and the net assets of other company is only assets minus liability, or you can say share capital plus reserve and surplus. So we are adding both of these two things. This is the net assets of subsidiary company. Now we are comparing 3,10,000 we paid to achieve the control over the 2,50,000. That means 60,000 we have paid extra. That is called goodwill. Tell me fast, the person who was asking to repeat, please tell me fast, beta. Janesha. Anyways, now coming to the doubt of Sriram also, then I will go for the consolidation. Sir, one doubt. In S Limited books, investments value 3,10,000 in S Limited. Share capital of that thing. So balance 6,000 found as goodwill or cost of control. Yes, but in S Limited books, how will the difference of 60,000 will be shown? No, beta. We invested in the market. We invested in the market to get those shares which are having the face value of 2,50,000 in that company. Okay, beta. Whatever we paid, that must be that is our cost, and that has to be recorded in the books at historical cost concept. You know, for this 3,10,000 we are preparing in our books as per AS 13 the investment account. We prepared the investment account debit to bank, and in this way we found out this balance in our books, in the books of S Limited. Okay, beta. Tell me fast, everyone waiting. Sriram, tell me fast, beta. Yes, sir. Understood. Thank you, Janisha. Okay, beta. Sriram, you also tell me fast. Your doubt is clear or not? Don't worry. Ekdam bindas puchne ka bedu. Tell me fast. All the students must enjoy these lecture without hesitation. You can ask each and everything, beta. While you will be asking, you will be more clear. Even though you are clear, you must answer that yes, sir, we are clear. Beta, investment account in the books of S Limited has been prepared. From that, we found out the 3,10,000 in the books of S Limited. Jordar. Jordar. Okay, Rahul. I am waiting for your answer, beta, Shriram, because you asked the doubt. So I want to answer from you. Shriram, hey Ram, hey Ram. Shriram, if you are okay. Yes, sir. Doubt clear, sir. At the time of preparing consolidated financial statement, this 60,000 will be recorded. Yes, beta. Absolutely perfect, Shriram. Very, very good. These are not. These are the hypothetical. Anyways, now beta come. How these consolidated financial statement will take place. Okay. Now, please don't write and tell me fast. I want answer from all of you, beta. Step by step. Everyone will answer here step by step. So we will start from the asset side. Okay, beta. Happy Navratri, beta. Now we will start from the asset side. I am giving you numbering. Number 1. Now add all the assets of both the companies. How much percentage we are having control? 100%. So how much assets we will add? 100%. So what will be the amount in the consolidated financial statement? Overall assets and assets. Tell me fast. I am waiting for your answer, beta. Tell me the figure which will be presented in the consolidated financial statement of S Limited with S Limited as a property, plant and equipment. Tell me fast. Waiting for your answer, beta. YouTube student can also tell by giving their likes. शैतानो, तुम लोग देखते रहते हो, बताते भी नहीं हो. हाँ, YouTube वाले बच्चों. Bandit, very, very good. Very, very good answer. Rahul, very, very good. Sir, goodwill adjustment is clear. Okay, beta Hiral. Very, very good. So, beta, in the consolidated financial statement, we shall present these financial statement with consolidated figure. That is, please see only the relevant figure. We have prepared the format, and in the asset side, we did this. This is the consolidated financial statement figure, 13 lakhs. S Limited financial statements consolidated with S Limited. S Limited fixed assets has been consolidated with the fixed assets of S Limited. That is 13 lakh. Good morning, Neha. Sneha, beta, you are late. Anyways, please don't miss the lecture. That will be much better if you will do all the things in live. Anyways, after these things, do step by step, line by line consolidation. Our AS 21 also says do line by line. Don't jump by total by total. Do line by line. Assets with assets, fixed assets with fixed assets, liability with liability, creditors with creditors, bills payable with bills payable, current assets with current assets, debtor with debtor, line by line. Next one. Now we are putting here. Just ignore for the for some time, as I already told you, investment and share capital of subsidiary. Okay. Now we shall do here is that is current assets line by line. Now tell me, waiting for your answer, how much amount will be consolidated current assets in the consolidated financial statement? Waiting. Oh, very good. Rahul has already answered in advance. Very good. That's the way I want. Very good. So, beta, total will be 2,40,000. Absolutely perfect, beta. So, after preparing the format, we are just filling. Okay. Very good. Now, moving further, we have consolidated the asset side. Yes, sir. Just for temporary, I told you, please write, please ignore this non-current investment. You can write here in the working note. So I have also prepared here working note in which there will be cost of control. So I have put it the figure in the working note. Okay, beta. Now next one is after doing the consolidation of asset side. Now moving to the liability side. Now I am giving you the number. Okay, beta. Now number third is this one. Share capital. Share capital. Sir, should we add line by line? No, I told you subsidiary of share capital of subsidiary company will be dealt further. Share capital and reserve and surplus of subsidiary company will be dealt separately. That will show the net assets. That will be compared with the investment to know the cost of control. Okay, beta. So we are putting here in the consolidated financial statement only 10,50,000 and 2,50,000. That is the consolidated figure of share capital reserve surplus that will be posted to the working note. Now, beta, see in the consolidated financial statement only the holding company only the holding company's share capital will be shown and holding company's reserve and surplus will be shown. Okay, beta. Very good. Now, in the working note, in the cost of control working note, we shall put figure there. The share capital, how much share capital we are having as a control. Share capital and reserve and surplus of subsidiary company are representing the net assets. How much net assets we are controlling by payment of 3,10,000, by investment of 3,10,000. That is beta 2,50,000. So we put it here, and the reserve and surplus also we are putting here. Even though the figure is nil, I am writing here. In the next question, maybe the figure is not nil, and we shall be doing the percentage on reserve and surplus also. Okay, beta. So this is the net asset we have acquired there, on which as comparing the investment done, we shall find out the cost of control, but do step by step. Okay, beta. We are not doing right now. We are doing step by step. So after doing the consolidation of share capital and reserve and surplus, now we are moving further to the further heads of the balance sheet on the left side. Now, number 4 point is there, non-current liabilities. Number 5th point is there, current liabilities. Now, tell me fast, what is the consolidated? What is the consolidated non-current assets, non-current liabilities in the consolidated financial statement? Waiting, beta. What is the non-current liabilities consolidated figure for the consolidated financial statement? Everyone must answer. I provided you PDF just to save your time and be focused more on the calculation and answer. That's the reason I provided. So please make the purpose make this thing purposeful. Please tell me fast, beta, what is the consolidated figure for non-current liabilities in the consolidated balance sheet? Now we are consolidating these things. What will be the total amount? 1 lakh Very good. 4,000 and current also. Very, very good. So 1,40,000 is the non-current liability. Okay, beta. And the current liability also we are doing here 4,10,000. So see what we have done. We have done consolidation line by line, but we ignore two things which we have to compare. You know? Yes, sir. What we have to compare? The investment part, the investment part with the net assets acquired part, controlled part. Okay, beta. So we are comparing here in the working note, and you find here the cost we paid for 2,50,000, that must be equivalent to 2,50,000, but we paid 3,10,000. That means to have the control, to get the control over the subsidy, we have paid something extra. That is the cost to control. Cost of control means 60,000. And 60,000, where that will be placed? That will be placed, of course, goodwill is assets. So that will be placed in the asset side. So beta, this is the answer in which we are placing here on the asset side in the non-current assets. Okay. Working note. This is what? Working note. So working note is there. Working note. Okay, beta. 60,000. Now please do total of both the side, asset side and liability side, and you will find out the consolidated financial statement. 16 lakh is the total of equities and liability side, and also the asset side. Please tell me fast. I am waiting for your answer, whether you are clear or not at this point. Beta, waiting for your answer. Please tell me fast. You are clear or not? Clear. All clear, sir. Okay, beta. Now, beta, see what happens if capital reserve is there, sir. See, suppose in this example, suppose in this example, investment done which was having 3,10,000. If suppose it was not 3,10,000, this was 2,25,000. Suppose, and then net assets is same, and net assets is same. That is also 100% controlled by us. Equity, share, share capital and reserve and surplus. All has been done percentage wise to calculate the net assets. That is, suppose 2,50,000. That means the net assets was very worthy, but due to the reduction in the market price of the shares, we invested with low amount. Okay, beta. From market, we bought the shares of other company, and those are having less value in the market. You know, market value of shares is there, and we invested there, and we invested 2,25,000, and we achieved the 100% shares of that company. But the worth of the investment was 2,50,000. It means we have paid less paid. That is, we are on profit side. And that is our capital reserve. That is our capital reserve profit. That is 25,000 is our capital reserve. Okay, beta. One side is goodwill, then opposite side is capital reserve. You have already learned in the chapter of amalgamation. Yes, beta. Very, very good. Very, very good. Okay. Now taking one doubt of Shriram. Sir, but in exam we have to enter only final figure in the balance sheet. and to prepare separate notes to accounts for each in the balance sheet. Like given in the example, we should not supplement everything in the balance sheet format itself. Yes, better Shriram, you are absolutely right. But we are doing here the basic examples. Okay, beta. In the starting, I have prepared the horizontal balance sheet to make you understood. Okay, don't worry. We shall be doing in the same way. Don't worry. Okay, beta. Now moving to next example. That's another thing. Have you ever seen the plane? The plane is usually first start this one and then take off this one. Okay, beta. If we will start from this, then we can move to this side. So I am doing step by step. Okay, beta. Now moving to next example, beta. Everyone, what happens? Huh? Sir, what happens? In this case, suppose there is also reserve and surplus. What will happen? Sir, we shall also apply the percentage to reserve and surplus. Yes, that's the next example. See, in case of example number 2A, which I have already provided you. Suppose example number 2. No, example number 2 is for capital reserve. Okay, beta. Please do it in homework. That is for capital reserve. Okay, beta. This is for capital reserve. Before this, the example number 1 was there for what purpose, beta? That was the example in which there comes out goodwill. I have prepared all the example you to make you practice for all. Don't worry. Please give a heading to there. Okay, beta. Now next, we are moving to further with the example number 2B. Sorry, 3. Example number 3. What happens if suppose there is also reserve and surplus? Better see, here is an example. Example number 3. Share capital is there. In case of S limited and H limited, yes, sir. And reserve and surplus is also there. See. So if we are to find out the net asset, then how we shall find out? We shall do percentage. We shall apply the percentage in working note on both share capital and reserve and surplus. This is the specification of this example. See, beta, H limited invested how much? H limited invested how much? That is 8 lakh. To find out the control over the S limited, and the control was there 100%. It means the difference will be only there in working note number 1, where we shall do the percentage. Can you please tell me what is the cost of control? Everyone, tell me fast. This type of the questions are usually asked in exam. We are also having the questions in our study material. But please tell me fast. What is the cost of control? Okay, one of the student has already answered, but is still waiting for your answer. Beta, only Rahul has answered. Beta, please tell me everyone your answer. Very good answer by Rahul. Very good, beta. I am waiting for answer by other also. Beta, please tell me fast. Very, very good. Very, very good. Very, very good. Absolutely perfect. See, beta, you will find the earlier examples were different only in this respect. Okay. So I am doing with you all complete question step by step. Okay, beta. First step is do consolidation. How you will do in the consolidated balance sheet? Number one, accept investment. Number two, number three, accept share capital and reserve and surplus of S Limited. Okay. Number four, non-current liabilities. Number five, current liabilities. Can we do this first? Yes, sir. How you will present the financial statement in the exam? In this way, first do consolidation. By preparing notes to accounts, you will do consolidation, but for the purpose to make you understand, I am doing here in the. So, beta, what is the total amount in the consolidated statement for the asset side? 28 lakh will be for non-current assets. Yes, we shall be doing 28 lakh in the non-current assets. Yes. All these things should be in the notes to accounts, you already know, but still just for simplification, for revision purpose, so that you will be able to understand the example quickly, I am doing here. Don't worry, you must do these things by preparing your notes to accounts. Next one, except investment you have posted here, it means investment has been posted to working note. Working note is there, working note is there, that is 8 lakh. Okay, done, 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 done. And after that you are moving to the next. After doing one first, then you are moving to current assets. 3 lakh and 2 lakh total will be 5 lakh. Okay ji, okay, 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 okay. 3 lakh and 2 lakh, that is 5 lakh. Beta, see, you have to skip the investment of holding company but not of subsidiary company. So please do this also. You have posted here investment of subsidiary company, and after that you did the total of current assets. Please keep in mind the subsidiary company investments are totally different and holding company investments are totally different. Why we are ignoring uh, temporary basis holding company investment? Just to make the comparison of holding company investment with the share capital of subsidiary company. So you have to skip the investment part only of holding, not of subsidiary. Okay, beta. Now see, after doing these things, okay. Now next one is here in the liability side, share capital and reserve and surplus of holding company. You have to post it and ignore the subsidy. Beta, first post these share capital and reserve and surplus of holding. Okay, beta. Where you have to post the subsidy company, beta, working note number one, cost of control, same as the case with investment part. So working note number one, you have posted here how much is the share capital which are under control. How much is the share capital which are under control of 100% share capital and reserve and surplus. So you did this. Okay, beta. Now next. Now please do rest of the consideration. Now please do rest of the consideration. That is, after doing third point, now do fourth point. Non-current liabilities, both of them are 70,000, and current liabilities also both of them are 6,80,000. So you are posting on the liability side in this way 70,000 and 6,80,000. Now I am moving to the working note. Working note. 8 lakh has been paid as an investment to get the control over the net assets. And how much is the net asset worthy in case of subsidiary? That is 7,50,000. So while you will be comparing, you will find here the difference is there 50,000. That is the goodwill. Okay, beta. Now you will post there goodwill in the asset side. That is working note number one. Working note number one. Please tell me, is this clear to you all or not? Although you have most of the student has answered, but still I want your answer that you are clear at this point or no. Waiting, beta, waiting. I am still waiting for your answer, beta ji. Tell me, beta ji. Tell me, fast ji. Beta, फटाफट बताओ. Okay. Yes, sir. Clear. It is easy. Okay, beta. Anyways, now, now take the question from your study material, beta. See, in my PDF also, you will find the question on page number 6.42. Please open page number 6.42 from my PDF. And the same question is our illustration number 1 in ICI study material, page number 6.42. Please open page number 6.42. This is same illustration number 1 of our ICI study material. Should I show you? Okay, I am showing you study material. Those students which are who are watching at YouTube, they can download the study material from ICI study ICI site www.ici.org, and here you will find the illustration number 1. Wait a minute. Yes. Very much clear, sir. Your explanation. You are explaining the things in crystal manner, sir. Thank you so much, Babu. Aditi Tiwari, yes sir, clear. It is easy, absolutely clear. Yes sir, clear. Very very good. समझ आ गया. ये तो clear हो गया. मैं तो इसमें खो गया. वाह राहुल, very good. Rahul is saying ये तो clear हो गया. मैं तो इसमें खो गया. Very very good, Rahul. Okay. Anyways, let's start. Please read this fast. Everyone, please read this fast. ये तो क्लियर हो गया. मैं तो इसमें खो गया. छा गए राहुल. बड़ा अच्छा लगा. वेरी वेरी गुड. So beta ji, see, there are some questions in our study material in illustration number 1. I want to make you clear one thing, beta. I will show you. I will solve with you all the same illustration with some different presentation only, because that will be much better as compared to the solution as has been shown in the our respected ICI study material, because I think that will be more easy for you, and that's the reason I am here. So please, the same answer you will find, but with some different presentation. Okay. So here we have to calculate 3 things. Number 1, minority interest. Number 2, goodwill or capital, sir. Okay, beta. Another thing we have given here, we are being provided here, amount of holding company's profit in the consolidated financial statement, assuming company's own profit loss to be 2 lakh in each case. Holding company's own profit in each case are how much? That is 2 lakh. Now I am coming to the next part of the things here. Whatever we have done in this example, see, beta, here we done, we each and every example we found out here, that was in the same, in each and every example we found here with a similar thing in each and every question. That is, we were having the control over the 100% share capital and reserve and surplus of the subsidiary company. All the questions done here were with 100% control. 100% control means while we paid investment, that was to get the control over the 100%. What happens if there was not 100% control? It means there could be some minority part also. You know, for becoming holding, we have to be in control of more than 50%. Yes, sir. Only then we can achieve the control. Yes. What happens about the rest of the 49%? If we are having 51% control, what happens about the 49% interest? You know, in case of consolidation, we have to consider those part also. What does it mean, sir? Please explain me in depth. Beta see. This has not been given in PDF. Please see here, beta. Here is the balance sheet of H Limited. I am showing you in the horizontal way. Please see. We are now uh, discussing about the minority interest. This is the right time to discuss with you all. What do you mean by minority interest? Yeah, the same thing were being asked by Hirel and Siddharth. Okay. Sir, if holding holds more than 50% subsidy but not 100%, yes, the same thing was being asked by Neha. Wait, the same thing was being discussed by me right now, beta. See. Sir, when you are teaching, everything is clear. Okay, beta Prabhas, thank you. Beta, holding company is there and subsidiary company is there. For the temporarily, I am showing you here balance sheet in this way. S Limited and S Limited. Both are having the balance sheet. Yes, sir. Both are having the balance sheet. Now see, what we have done yet now. We have done that we have done the investment in 100% of equity share capital with voting right and reserve and surplus of subsidiary company. What happens if the things were not 100%? Suppose things were 60%. Suppose things were 60%. Hirel beta, your query is reaching to me, and I am discussing the same thing here. Don't worry. The query belongs to you is same beta. I am discussing here. Don't worry. Hirel, I am yeah, the same percentage is being discussed now here. Okay, Hirel? Hirel Prakash, I am discussing the same thing beta. That query belongs to minority interest. The same was being asked by other person also. Okay, beta? Hirel, are you now ready? Tell me fast, beta, so that I can do this thing. The same thing you are being asking now. Suppose less this other than 100%. The same thing is being writing here. Suppose investment was in subsidiary company share capital and reserve surplus, that was 60%, not the 100%. But please first give me that you are ready or not. Hirel and Siddharth and one more person was asking the same, Neha. Hirel, Siddharth, Neha. All of you were asking the same query. Please tell me, are you ready so that I can get your 100% attention that yes, I am answering to your doubt. Okay. Siddharth has answered along with the other person. Waiting bete, Hirel and Neha. Now waiting for your ready so that I can start further. This ready word will show you that show me that you are focused with your solution. I am answering your query, beta. Hiren, full ready. Hitesh is saying full ready. Anyways, okay, beta. See, now suppose share capital is 1 lakh. Suppose share capital is here 1 lakh and reserve and surplus is there, that is 40,000 in the balance sheet of, okay sir, thanks. Yes, please proceed. In the balance sheet of S Limited, beta C, investment is there, and that was costing 90,000 rupees. 90,000 was invested in the market, in the share market. On the computer we were investment done. and we show the investment account. We prepare the investment account in the books of H Limited as per our AS 13 chapter, and the balance is here as a carrying amount in the books. And now we are considering for the consolidated financial statement of H Limited with the S Limited. Now, in the working note, and in the consolidated financial statement, see what we are doing here. And here is consolidated financial statement. This is what? This is consolidated. So I would like to say CBS, or you can say CFS. CBS means consolidated balance sheet. CBS, consolidated balance sheet. Please, I'm giving you word consolidated balance sheet. Okay, beta. Now, consolidation of H Limited with S Limited. See, please, everyone, see what I'm saying. Please focus on the words fixed assets and fixed assets. Both of the fixed assets are there. Suppose I am writing here 5 lakh is fixed assets of S Limited and 3 lakh is fixed assets of S Limited. Now, there are two ways of consideration. One way is there, fixed assets of S Limited is consolidated with the, that is not to be done in exam. What I'm showing you here, just to make you clear, that should be cleared. That should be consolidated with the 60% part. 3 lakh 60%. How much that is? 1,80,000. 60% of this. If I consolidate this, then there is no tension. Same is the case with current assets. Same is the case with liabilities. Okay, beta. In that case, there is no tension. But do we own? Do we have over the control of 100%? Sorry, 60% only? Yes, there is no problem. But that is called net proportionate consolidation. But this is not to be done as per AS 21. Although we are thinking to consolidate only 60%, but that is not to be done by AS 21. AS what? AS 21 says. AS 21 says, first you must do 100% consolidation. It means please add 3 lakh in the same case with the current assets and same case with the liability also. Please don't add 60%, do 100%. First consolidate 100%. It means all the balance sheet is being consolidated line by line. That's the reason the line by line word was added. Now, is there any misleading? Yes. The extra thing we are here in the net asset, we are having in the net assets, that is 40%. Now calculate that 40% and give that on this side and say this is not our part, which we have added 100% here, assets by assets, liability by liability. Do first consolidation of net assets of 100% and then show on the liability side minority interest for the rest 40% part. That is the net assets 40% part that have been extra added in our consolidated financial statement. Okay, beta. Number one. Another thing we have to take care of here is in case of working note, how the minority interest is calculated. Now we do here two things. Number one, working note is for cost of control, and number two, working note is for minority interest. Beta, see what we are doing here is we are doing here calculation of 60% and also 40%. 60% we are doing here just to calculate the what we have paid extra or short for that 60%, because we are not calculating the 60% net assets, we are calculating the extra or shorter payment cost of control for that 60%. Okay, beta. Now see, investment we have done here is, that is how much? 90,000. We shall reduce from here, the net assets acquired, the net assets having under control, that is 60%, not 100%. Okay, how that must be presented here, beta ji? That is equity share capital and reserve and surplus of subsidiary limited with 60%. Beta, please don't write anything. Be focused. I will take your all the things. Don't worry. Please focus what I am writing here. I do not want your concentration to be moved even for a single second. Again, start. What we have done here, we have done 100% consideration, even though we are not having the control or right on 40%. But if there is a car, then what this will be if we are adding 60%, then it seems like we have skipped the tire and we have added rest of the car part in with our car part. Okay, beta, that will not be good. So AS21 clearly says do line by line, do addition line by line with a 100% amount and show 40% that we are not doing. That is minority part. Okay, beta. So we are doing here calculation of net assets here in this way. The net assets of 40% part is here. That is called, but that is not less. That is total. The share capital and reserve and surplus. How much is the amount? Sir, 1 lakh was there, and 1 lakh 60%. That is 60,000. Yes, beta ji. And another thing is also there. Reserve and surplus. That is 40,000. Yes, the 40,000. Then multiplied by 60%, that is 24,000. It means we have paid 90,000 to achieve the control over 84,000. That is the net assets we have acquired by this net assets acquired. And what is the extra cost we have paid? That is the cost of control. Cost to have the control, that is 6,000. That must be shown on in the consolidated balance sheet as a goodwill. Yes, goodwill 6,000. But I am not doing all the things. Please understand the main focus part. Now here what we shall do, since we have already added all the full part of net assets, so we have to calculate the 40% net assets part which are not being owned by us, but that has been added in the balance sheet as per AS21. So beta, this is a way to calculate reserve and surplus. 40,000 is there. In this way we have to calculate. So we have to show here in the minority side this one. That is how much? 56,000. 56,000. Everyone, please check what the net assets of other company we have added here. That is 1,40,000. 100% net assets. Assets minus liability way. In assets minus liability way, we have added here. And now we have calculated for that 40% we don't have under our ownership. That has to presented here in this way. So beta, see, all over net 60% is there. Do calculation fast. Everyone do calculation fast. 1,40,000. 1,40,000 minus 56,000. So what the net assets is there in the balance sheet, which is netly remain in the balance sheet, that is 84,000. But in this way we have to do the calculation. So our ICA study material illustration 1 is also for the same. We shall do calculation. But before that, I want the green signal from all of you, and I am also now reading the chat box. Someone has written, I think. Sriram. Sir, it implies that in the books of holding company, the resources of subsidiary company are pooled to the extent their portion of holding the subsidiary company. Yes, balance minority entry holding will be allocated to the, but pooled means please remove the word to the extent of proportionate holding. No, beta, 100% those are being pooled first, then minority interest is being calculated. Okay, beta? Is this okay, beta? Shriram. Green signal, sir. Very good. Got it, sir. Clear, sir. Waiting for answer of all the student. Better not only for some of the student. Better tell me fast. YouTube student can also show their presence by giving their likes and sharing. Waiting. Hmm. Okay, I think we must take a break. After the break, we shall start our practice. During the break, what a student can do, either they can enjoy the break, or if anyone still want to study, then they can study the question during the break. Okay, beta. What we have to calculate here is this one. Okay, beta. These are the four questions in the single question. Okay, beta. So please take a break. After that, we shall do. Everyone, we are back, beta. Please show your presence fast. I am waiting for your presence, beta. Show your presence by message. So, very good, very good, very good, very good. All clear. So first we have to take 100% fixed asset, all the assets, all the net assets. Say, Prabhas, say as change the word fixed assets by net assets. So first we have to take 100% net assets, then adjust it right. Yes, beta. Except shareholder funds, all the resources are pooled at 100%, and then minority interest is calculated. The very good, absolutely perfect, beta. Shriram, very good. If 100 is holded, then full amount as cost of control. But if partly is holded, then divided in the cost of control in the cost. Yes, beta ji, very good. Rahul, shabash. हेलो सर, कैसे हैं आप? राहुल, मैं बढ़िया हूँ. इतनी देर में क्या बिगड़ने वाला है? एनीवेज, आइए. जब जाही विधि राखे राम ताही विधि रहिए. जब भगवान है साथ तो फिर तो बेटा बढ़िया रहना ही रहना है. आइए जरा, लेट्स स्टार्ट. Illustration number 1. What we have to calculate it? We have to calculate minority interest part and goodwill or capital reserve part. Okay, beta. Remember, all these things are being are always calculated on the date of acquisition. Suppose before starting the solution, first understand the concept one more. This is the subsidiary company and this is holding company. This is holding company and this is subsidiary company. Holding company holds by taking the shares of the subsidiary company as on dated 31st March. What I'm saying you? 31st March. Please give a date on this graph. This is what April 1st. What will be the year in our exam? This is 20th September. It means we are going to appear in November 2022. So in our exam, just last financial year ending questions are usually comes. Okay, beta. So that means in our exam we are having the question with 31st March 2022 financial year. It means April 1, 2021 will be the starting date. So sir, one small doubt, repeating the same doubt multiple times to get clarification. If all the resources except shareholder funds are pooled at 100%, then it means minority have the right on only shareholder funds and not on any other resources of the subsidiary company. No, beta, no. Shriram, please correct. Net assets may be calculated in any of way. Okay, before moving further, I want to clear one doubt so that that student can also move further. Wait a minute. Beta, see. First, I am clearing the doubt of Mr. Shriram. Beta Shriram, see. Beta, before starting further, I want to clear doubt of Shriram. Listen to me very carefully. Shriram, beta, this is the balance sheet of subsidiary. Beta, rest of student can also see this example. This will make you more clear. This is the balance sheet of S Limited, means subsidiary. And here is the shareholders fund. Shareholders funds. that is share capital and reserves and surplus. See, fixed assets, current assets, liabilities. Suppose that is 10 lakh, that is 5 lakh, that is companies having total assets of rupees 15 lakh. Beta, definitely there will be equal amount in the liability side also. And if we are having the liability of 7 lakh, sorry, we are having the liability of 3 lakh. Okay, 3 lakh. Then it means shareholders have own fund 12 lakh. That may be in the form of share capital, whatever the amount will be there, share capital or reserve surplus. Now I am asking you one thing. See, before asking, I am asking you, just think, who are the shareholder? These are the shareholders. Suppose these 10% are the shareholders and each one of is having equal shares. See, everyone, focus on the graph what I am showing you here. Wait a minute, there is something that must be corrected in the screen, I think. See, beta, shareholders are there which were divided into two parts. One is more than 50% part. If I say that is 60% shareholders were here, that means out of 10, 6 shareholders were these. And out of 10, 40% shareholders were here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beta, see, don't take it as a balance sheet. See, as a shareholder first. So you know who are the shareholders which are having control over the meeting while there will be any meeting. Sir, these are the, we can say, H shareholders, H type of shareholders which are having holding on the meeting. They always decided, they come, these are the group of friends. As you know, in case of school, whatever they decided, the majority, the party will be there. In the same way, 40% are here. Those are called minority part. You know, in case of school, the decision usually by the group of friends is taken by the majority. Okay, and then in that case, party will be only up at the place where the majority decided. Even the contribution are being done all of the friends, and these friends were usually weeping. These are called minority part. They cannot decide, even though they were contributing. Otherwise, remove those are removed from the friendship. Now I am asking you. Now, in the case of company, these are like shareholders. These are what shareholders, and these are not the individual. Okay. Now I am removing these things. These are not the individual. These are the company. This is what? This is a company. And this is also a company. Now the friends have taken the form of company, and whatever they are deciding, they are still deciding by the majority. But now the friends are in the form of company. Beta, they have contributed. They have invested here. Okay, beta, they have invested here. See, now you are asking the shareholder fund 100% something like that. Beta, see, all the friends are having the ownership on these assets, these net assets. 12 lakh is the ownership amount on which owners have invested 12 lakh. Beta, see, either net assets may be calculated by taking the share capital reserve surplus or assets minus liability in any of the form. Okay, beta. Now, if you are saying that we are considering 100%, now the beta balance sheet of S Limited is being prepared to show them that how much they are controlling. They are controlling their own balance sheet also, and along with the balance sheet beta, even though they are having the ownership on the 60%, but still they are controlling the 100% balance sheet of S Limited. So here, for that also, on balance sheet plus 100% balance sheet they are controlling. So that's the reason we are adding here net assets of subsidiary 100%, but showing here minority on the opposite side, that we are not having the ownership on this 40%, even though we are controlling 100%. So balance sheet is for showing the control. So that's the reason we are adding the rest 40% also, but simultaneously we are showing that 40% is not in our ownership, that belongs to minority. Okay, beta. Now see, shareholder funds have been invested in which things? In these net assets. Shareholder funds have been invested in these net assets. Shareholder funds means net assets. You can say in any way. Now you are counting here the 100% control balance sheet. It means that has to be shown first 100%, then to be shown in the minority form, that we are not in our ownership. Beta. Sriram, please tell me whether you are clear at your point or not. Now moving further to the next point of this point. Beta, usually we do investment, holding company do investment, the majority person do investment. While we say that we are having the control, normally in our question, we are having the date of control. This is the date of acquisition at which we are having more than 50%. But usually in our question, there will be 31st March, or you can say balance sheet date. There will be in our question, the acquisition date will be same on the balance sheet date. That's the thing which our ICA study material want to say, that we exclude the problem which are involving the acquisition of control interest in subsidiary, means control at different dates. Okay, beta. So different dates questions are those questions while the date of acquisition of control is different than the balance sheet date. Suppose if this is the date of acquisition at which more than 50% control is there, those questions are not in our syllabus. Those are still in final only. In inter part, those have been excluded. Okay, beta. So first we have to take care of the question, that there is no need to take more tension, because the same chapter are being practiced by most of the students at different place. So they are having the practice of those questions. Those have been excluded from our inter syllabus only. Okay, beta. Now one more thing I want to tell you. There are another type of questions in which subsidiary companies are having different balance sheet date. Suppose subsidiary companies having different year ending date. In case of foreign company, most of the case, I am also doing the audit of a foreign company. Beta, usually in case of foreign company, there is different year. The balance sheet date is not same in case of foreign company normally. So here in the syllabus also, while we are saying that there is July 1st and June 30th is our ending date, means the year is different for subsidiary. Okay, beta. In that case, holding has to make consolidation on its balance sheet date. Here, company has to prepare balance sheet date. So our respected ICA study material is also saying that those types of questions have been excluded in which there is different reporting dates. It means holding company and subsidiary both will having in our question same balance sheet date. Those questions still in final, but for inter purpose, though there is no such type of question. So we need not to take so much of tension. We are having the chapter in use easiest manner, but only thing we have to do is practice. Okay, beta. See, another type of things are also there when disposal of subsidy or foreign subsidy. Those are also not in inter-level syllabus. Okay, beta. So foreign subsidy is also now now the things those are not part of our question. Sir, auditing foreign company, will you go foreign or will you audit from India? Beta, those companies which are having branch in India, those companies which are having branch outside India. Okay, so for auditing them, you need not to go outside India. Anyways, now come to the our syllabus part. Beta, we are having very simple problem first. So we will not be in the category while we will be practicing the huge depth question. The question which I have covered yet now in exam, first see that. I want to show you the study material first. See, these are the question where you need to calculate cost of control. This is what? This is cost of control. And this is what? This is minority interest, MI, minority interest. Only this type of questions are there. You have to practice first. Please see study material first. Please see study material first. This is what? This is illustration number 2. See, in case of illustration number 2, in case of illustration number 2, you will find here same thing. Again, only one thing here is that is dividend adjustment. But please note here dividend adjustment. First, you give heading to the study material question which you have to practice here, dividend adjustment, because very few adjustments are there in inter-level syllabus. You know, final account with adjustment. Yes, sir. If I am noting, I am giving you a note regarding the dividend adjustment that these are the adjustment which you have to practice here. But I am teaching you in the most concise way so that you can practice all the question with me, but in the sequential manner. Now, see illustration number 3 also. See what they want to ask you: calculate goodwill or capital reserve. Okay, beta. This is what? Same. Cost of control and minority interest question. Please note down first on the question so that you may feel easy first regarding the chapter. Next one. Illustration number 4. What they want to ask you: show the minority interest and cost of control, COC and MI. First, feel easy regarding the study material illustrations. All the questions same as in say question comes in exam. Although in this question you will feel the difficulty, I will solve this question with me. You will solve this question with me, beta. Not at homework. Don't worry. Although I will give you today homework. Now see. Please write down here dividend adjustment plus COC plus MI, minority interest. Please note down clearly. If someone is not having the study material, maybe then please note down at separate page. Now see, this is a balance sheet of P and Q, and what question is asking us? The balance sheet. Here the question is asking cost of control, minority interest, and also consolidated profit and loss. Okay, beta. Next. First, feel relaxed about the study material. Use easy. Your chapter is use easy. Now the question are starting regarding the balance sheet preparation, consolidated balance sheet preparation, which you have already done with me. Most of the example. Beta see. Prepare consolidated balance sheet. Please write here CBS. Okay. See, S Limited acquired the 2000 equity shares of S Limited, and when you will divide this by 10, then you will find here that 25,000 shares are there. So you will find, sorry, 2500 shares are there. Okay, there is some mistake. I will do it later. Don't worry. So you will find the percentage. Next, in this way, you have to prepare the consolidated balance sheet. These are the type of the question which you are having in your study material and also in exam. See, in this question, what they are asking for, prepare consolidated balance sheet. Okay, beta. CBS. Very small balance sheets are there, which we have to practice. Don't worry, be relaxed. So, if you have ever listen any word that this is the accounts word heaviest chapter, yes, it is, but not up to your interlevel. Okay. See, this is a balance sheet in which what they are asking for, prepare consolidated balance sheet. Okay, beta, of holding and subsidy, and 80% of equity shares are being held by that holding company. Question is very easy. We shall practice. Don't worry. We have 4 more lectures, but we will do practice in systematic manner. See. Now next illustration is what they want. They want prepare consolidated balance sheet. Okay. Please write down here revaluation of fixed assets. Revaluation of fixed assets. Please give me feedback. Is there any problem you are facing in question? Are you having any problem in reading the question? You know the requirement of the question is very huge, easy. Please tell me how you are feeling about the study material illustrations. We will solve, don't worry. But first we have to be relaxed that we are having the study material and scope of this chapter, which is not at that final level. You know, in case of amalgamation, you have done one thing. Those are contra items. You know, debtor and creditors, both of the things are when there will be common debtor and creditor. Yeah, those are the things. Intra group, when holding company is having subsidiary company as a debtor and subsidiaries company is having holding company as a creditor. So both of things will be mutual owings. Okay, but those will be cancelled. In the same way, there is one transaction that is we have to take care of here, that is unrealized profit or loss on stock reserve. Okay, beta. So I would like to say it UP, unrealized profit on stock reserve. Stock. While one company has sold stock to another company, and another company is having the same stock still in the balance sheet. Like in case of departmental, you have done you have done stock reserve calculation. You know, department 1 was sender, department 2 was a receiver. Yeah, or you can say holding there was a head office and branch. In that case also you have calculated the stock reserve. No doubt, sir, we are comfortable with the question. See, in the same way, while you were doing in the case of branch chapter, HO, in the books of HO, you were removing the stock reserve. In the same way, now instead of HO and branch, there is holding a subsidiary. So we will be removing the stock reserve also. Okay. So there is a question of regarding this also. Okay, beta. So what they are asking here, in this case, this is the illustration number 11. They are asking accounting treatment. Please suggest accounting treatment for the above mentioned transaction, and in that case, A Limited holds 80% voting power. Okay, beta. He sells inventory to B Limited, holding to subsidiary goods was sold. In the next example, holding company purchase from subsidiary company. How you will show the unrealized profit? Beta, do a heading. Please give a heading on this unrealized profit. Don't worry, we shall do in very easy manner. All the things are very easy. Now, this is the things which need more concentration. That is profit and loss. Okay. So here the question belongs to one more thing. Those are prepare consolidated profit and loss. In case of holding companies are having own profit and loss also, and also control over the profit of subsidiary company. In that case, holding company will add the profit of subsidiary company also. In case of reserve and surplus, yes, sir. Let us see two things we have to take care of here, regarding which we have to discuss in the next class. Don't worry. But after doing the homework of illustration number 1, I am giving you homework of illustration number 1. Okay. I want to discuss with you one thing, regarding which I will discuss again in the next class. Don't worry. See, beta. This is the graph showing the balance sheet regarding the holding company. This is the graph showing regarding the financial statement, or you can say balance sheet of subsidiary company. Yes. In the balance sheet, there is some reserve and surplus. There is some reserves and surplus in the balance sheet of subsidiary company. No meta, usually no task. Usually theory question is no task. Don't worry. But still, if they can ask, then they can ask about the control, how the subsidiary, how they're holding, etc., etc. Okay, beta. Now see, please. We focus on this. What I am saying, beta. While we will be preparing the CBS for holding, then definitely one thing is going. The balance sheet of subsidiary is being merged with the balance sheet of holding company. Okay. And while the balance sheet will be being merged with the balance sheet of holding company, then there are one thing we have to take care of, regarding which I am asking you here now. Beta, there is a reserve and surplus of subsidiary company. Yes, sir. There is also reserve and surplus of holding company. Yes, sir. Why we will be adding the profit here. We are merging here the profit of subsidiary company with the holding company. Then this profit is categorized into two parts. One part is capital nature profit, and second part is revenue nature profit. This thing is first categorized into two parts: capital nature profit and revenue nature profit. Capital nature profit and revenue nature profit. See, what I want to ask you. Say, beta, if we have control, holding company has control in the last year on the balance sheet. Suppose holding company took control over the subsidiary company. That was, suppose 60% shares were controlled bought by holding company and took control. Yes, sir. Now one thing is there. Definitely on the date of control, there were some profits there or not? Yes, sir. In the balance sheet on that date, definitely there will be some profit in the balance sheet. Yes, sir. So there was also balance sheet at that date. Yes, sir. In the last year, since we are having the balance sheet date question, no different dated question. So definitely there could be a balance sheet on the date while the control was taken over. Yes, sir. Suppose there were profit 50,000 and question in our exam comes out on this date. What date, sir? So give a date to the graph. This is the date 1/4/2021 and this is the date 31st March 2022. Beta, we have to prepare the balance sheet on 31st March 2022. But for this, we have to take care of one thing, that Suppose there is balance of 1 lakh rupees on this date. This shows that during the year, the profit was earned by subsidiary company. That was only 50,000. Beta ji, the 50,000 was the profit earned by earned by subsidiary company. Post acquisition, I would like to say one word. Post acquisition. See, this is the date of acquisition. This is the date of acquisition. So I would like to tell you that we have to categorize this 1 lakh profit into two categories. One is of capital nature, that is pre-acquisition, or you can say capital nature profit. You know already in the investment chapter, you have already covered this topic in AS 13. And another one is there, that is revenue nature, that will be called post acquisition profit. What we did in that chapter, sir, we did in case of pre-acquisition, in case of pre-acquisition, we learned the treatment as per AS 13, and also we learned the treatment of post acquisition. The post acquisition is of revenue nature, that will be credited to P&L account, and pre-acquisition was the recovery of cost, and that is reduced from, that is recovery of cost, that is reduced from investment account, from cost of investment. You know, in case of investment chapter, you have already covered this by doing the entry bank account debit to investment. Yes, bank account debit to investment. If any dividend is received out of the pre-acquisition profits, or dividend has been paid for the pre-acquisition period, those are called pre-acquisition dividend. You have already learned the same thing from in case of AS 13 in first group investment accounting chapter. But the same thing are being applied here, while we will be categorizing the profit of subsidiary company into two parts, that is post and pre. If pre is there, then that pre must be reduced from the investment as shown in the balance sheet of holding company, and only this should be added here in this case. So this 50,000 that belongs to post acquisition of subsidiary company, that should be added here. But the profit that belongs to pre-acquisition part, that must be reduced from C for calculation of COC. While you will be doing investment, you will be comparing the investment less net assets acquired on the date of acquisition. Remember, these are the things which are to be calculated always on the date of acquisition. They want to ask you on the date of acquisition what was the cost for control. They are asking you on the different date at the latest balance sheet date consolidation, but the cost of control is always calculated on the date of acquisition. Okay, beta. Here, first you have to reduce the pre-acquisition profits. Okay, beta. From the investment, only then you will find this thing. Okay, beta. So I will cover this topic in the next class. Don't worry. Right now, I have built a base in this class. I know this is a very important topic that cannot be do in this way. So I have made a background in your mind so that while tomorrow we will be discussing this, we could be able to understand in depth. Beta, the distribution is called analysis of profit, AOP. Another working note we shall prepare to classify this pre and post acquisition profit so that we can post to the right place. This is called another working note, analysis of profit. I hope you guys like this, but please let me know all of you are clear with this or not. I know at this point you will not be so much of clear, but at least 50% must be gone in your mind that yes, we have to classify the profit because of this reason, because at the date we made investment, already there were 50% profits in the balance sheet. Those were not post acquisition, those were on the date of acquisition for which we have already paid the things. Okay, beta. Please let me know. At least 50% must be gone in your mind as a background. Beta, I'm waiting for a message and I'm now closing today's session. Yes, sir. Clear. Okay. So you have your homework in today's session. All the questions belongs to COC are now your homework. I am giving you number of illustration which are to be solved by you in homework. Wait a minute. Please note down your homework, which is must to do. In this case, one thing you have to take care of, that before coming to the next class, you have to revise first the last class, till the last class. Cumulative revision must be there before coming to the class. But please note down homework, illustration number 1. Don't do illustration number 2. Illustration number 3 is in your homework. Illustration number 4 is also your homework. In next class, I will solve first homework. Okay. Try this. Although this is not expected that you can solve this illustration number 4, but still I want that you at least please try this. So after illustration number 5, yeah, you can try this as a homework. Illustration number 6 also. And please also try this illustration number 7. Thank you, sir, for thank you, sir. It was an engrossing session. Okay, beta. Thank you so much. Something clear, sir. We'll get more clarified on doing the problem next class. Yes, beta. Definitely, Shriram. Okay. Okay, bacho. I am closing this session. Bye bye. Take care. And I hope we shall meet after doing the homework. Please don't ignore homework. Don't ignore homework. We have continued class this week. Okay, beta. And all before coming to next class, please revise the concept till last class. It means we are if we are in third class, in the class number 3, then we must have revised till the class 2. Okay, beta. Okay. Bye bye, sir.